Thank you, Chairman. Mr. Neffinger, TSA employees report that directed reassignments have been used improperly to force out disfavored employees. Do you believe this is an ongoing practice at TSA?
I discontinued that practice explicitly, and in fact, I put strong controls on it. I will say that I think an agency, an operating agency, needs the ability to move people periodically to places where their skills are needed or for exigent circumstances, but you need strong controls over that. It needs to be done in an open and transparent way, and it needs to be done in a way that is not used for retribution or punitive measures. But
so I'm glad you went that way, because I'd like to illustrate Mr. Brainard testified before this committee that he was issued a directed reassignment from Iowa to Maine in 2014 with no apparent need for justification, even though the move caused him significant financial hardship. His replacement and the person he was replacing were issued similar reassignments. In your opinion, was this an appropriate use of directed assignment, and if so, what's your justification?
In my opinion, it was not an appropriate use of directed reassignments, and that's why I changed the policy.
So now, Mr. Brainard has also testified that he had an excellent performance evaluation. He was reassigned to a smaller and less complex airport. The person replaced did not want to leave, and the person reassigned to replace him reassigned because accepting the reassignment would cause him hardship. Can you further explain the decision to move forward with this reassignment?
Again, that happened before I arrived.
Oh, well, it may have happened before, but I mean, you're responsible, are you not, sir?
Well, I'm responsible now, and as I said before, I'm not conducting directed reassignments in that manner. If I have to, in fact, I have not directly reassigned anyone under my leadership.
Now, Andrew Rhodes was issued a directed reassignment in February of 2015, which was stayed by the Office of Special Counsel due to concerns of retaliation for protected whistleblower activity, and ultimately rescinded by the TSA. Can you explain how Mr. Rhodes' reassignment was approved?
Again, I would defer to the person who made that decision. I don't allow that policy under my watch, and we're supporting Mr. Rhodes in his complaint, which stands before the Office of Special Counsel right now.
Now, part of the justification for Mr. Rhodes' reassignment was to sever past loyalties due to suspicions he was a source for the media, which he denies. Do you consider this an appropriate justification?
Well, again, that matter's being investigated right now by the Office of Special Counsel. If they find that to be true, then of course it wasn't appropriate.
So was Mr. Rhodes' directed reassignment approved by the Executive Resources Council?
I believe it was brought before the Executive Resources Council under its then mandate, and then recommended to senior leadership beyond that.
Now, have you disciplined anybody at TSA for their role in this reassignment?
Again, I'm waiting for the results of the Office of Special Counsel investigation. Depending upon what they find, it may point to appropriate discipline.
I mean, if there's, you know, in many cases with law enforcement, people are put on administrative leaves. Has anybody been put on administrative leave or anything like that?
I have not placed anyone on administrative leave.
Now, do you stand by the validity of these reassignments, or do you have any reason to believe that they were improper?
With respect to the ones you're talking about,
yeah.
Again, I will await the Office of Special Counsel's review. I think it's important that we look for an independent review of that to determine whether or not there was improper use there. I will tell you that I don't think the manner in which we were doing directed reassignments prior to my arrival was justifiable, and even if it was appropriate, it wasn't done in a way that was open, transparent, fair, and otherwise controlled, which is why I changed it, and we put significant controls on that process now.
And do you, on updates on reassignments, are they periodic or are they on a daily basis? How are they done in your office?
I get a report on those. I will tell you, I've not done any directed reassignments. So right now the update is that we aren't doing that, and I've created a process by which someone can recommend a reassignment, someone can request a reassignment, and then it goes through a series of checks and reviews. That includes the Office of Human Capital, the Chief Financial Officer, the Executive Resources Council, and ultimately comes to the Office of the Administrator for decision.
Well, I thank you. I'm just running out of time, so I'll yield back. Thank you, Chairman.
Thank the